Welcome to L5 Education Hub. You aim to become a resource for mastering Level 5 health and social care assignments. Our channel is dedicated to helping students excel in their studies by providing comprehensive tutorials, assignment writing tips, feedback utilization strategies, and much more. Join our community of learners and take your education to the next level. Yes, this channel is new, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Let's achieve academic success together. When discussing assignments, we refer to the units in your course, specifically from Unit 1 to Unit 29. Stay tuned so you don't miss any videos. We will show you how to write the assignment for each unit. And the great news is that you can scan the QR code to download the assignment for the unit you're working on. Just look for the QR code pop up during the video. Remember, using your own words for your assignments is essential, as our content is reserved, copyrighted, and protected. Welcome back to L5 Education Hub. Today's video will dive into the essentials of writing a high-scoring Level 5 health and social care assignment. Whether you're struggling with structuring your essay or looking for tips to impress your tutors, we've got you covered. We hope you enjoy the assignment that starts now.
Unit 8, DILMAC 5A Outcomes-Based Person-Centered Practice in Adult Care. Understand outcomes-based and person-centered practice. 1.1 Describe the features, principles, and values of outcomes-based practice and how outcomes-based practice relates to the well-being of individuals. Outcomes-based practice, OBP, is an approach to clinical care that emphasizes the importance of patients' outcomes and the use of evidence-based interventions to achieve them. It is based on the idea that patient well-being is the goal of healthcare and that clinicians should aim to improve patients' quality of life rather than simply treating their symptoms. Johnson et al. 2019. OBP has several key features that make it unique compared to other forms of care. First, outcomes are the focus of attention rather than specific treatments or procedures. This means that clinicians are encouraged to be open to trying new methods and interventions if they seem likely to improve patients' outcomes. Second, OBP is sensitive to individual patients' unique needs and preferences. This means clinicians will consider principal factors such as age, sex, race, ethnicity, cultural background, and disability when recommending treatment or prescribing medication. Grissom, Maitani, and Wu, 2019. Finally, OBP is based on believing people can change even in inconvenient situations. Clinicians believe that providing patients with information and support can help them reach their full potential and achieve their desired outcomes. 1.2 Explain the features, principles, and values of the person-centered practice. Person-centered practice is a medical model that highlights the importance of considering the individual as the focus of care. This means that patients can discuss their concerns and preferences and engage in making decisions about their well-being. Jacobs et al. 2017. The theory behind the person-centered practice is that this treatment will result in better patient outcomes. Many person-centered care proponents believe it is the only way to provide the level of care that patients need and deserve. One of the principles behind the person-centered practice is respect for individual autonomy. This means that patients should be able to make decisions about their health and well-being without interference from doctors or other healthcare professionals. Another key principle behind person-centered practice is communication. Fridberg, Wallin, and Teestad, 2022. Doctors must always be willing to listen to their patients and respond to their concerns and questions promptly. This helps ensure that patients feel comfortable discussing their health issues with their doctor. Finally, person-centered practice values collaboration between doctors and their patients. This cooperation allows for better patient outcomes by ensuring that everyone on the medical team works towards the same goal. (1.3) Consider the relationship between outcomes-based and person-centered practices in supporting positive change for individuals. Examples from my practice must be included. Outcomes-based and person-centered practices are two approaches to supporting positive change for individuals. Outcomes-based practice is driven by the goal of achieving specific outcomes or objectives that are measurable and meaningful. Person-centered practice emphasizes the needs and interests of the individual as the primary focus and respects their preferences, values, and choices. Both approaches have their benefits and drawbacks. Outcomes-based practice can be more effective at achieving specific outcomes, but it can be less personalized and compassionate than person-centered practice. Coherence et al., 2020. Person-centered practice can be more personalized and compassionate, but less effective at achieving specific outcomes. I often use both approaches to support positive change for individuals in my practice. For example, when I work with a client who wants to improve their physical health, I may use an outcomes-based approach to set SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for them, such as losing a certain amount of weight, lowering their blood pressure, or increasing their physical activity. However, I also use a person-centered approach to tailor the goals to their needs and interests, such as choosing activities they enjoy, involving their family or friends in their plan, or addressing any barriers or challenges they may face. When I work with clients who want to enhance their social skills, I may use a person-centered approach to explore their strengths and weaknesses, motivations and fears, and expectations and hopes. I may also use a person-centered approach to help them identify and express their feelings, build confidence and self-esteem, and develop coping strategies. However, I also use an outcomes-based approach to monitor and evaluate their progress and outcomes, such as using feedback forms, questionnaires, or observations to measure their improvement in social situations. When I work with a client who wants to learn a new skill or hobby, I use a person-centered approach to support them in choosing something that they are interested in and passionate about. I may also use a person-centered approach to encourage them to learn at their own pace and style, seek help when needed, and celebrate their achievements. However, I also use an outcomes-based approach to provide them with clear and realistic objectives and criteria for learning the skill or hobby, such as using checklists, rubrics, or tests to assess their knowledge or performance. By using both approaches in my practice, I can support positive change for individuals holistically and effectively. However, I also recognize some challenges or limitations in using both approaches. For example, sometimes, I may struggle to balance the individual's needs and interests with the organization's goals and standards. For instance, I may have to compromise or negotiate with the individual or the organization to agree on desirable or achievable outcomes. Sometimes, I face ethical dilemmas or conflicts when using both approaches together. For example, I may have to respect the individual's autonomy and choice, even if it goes against the best outcomes for them or others. Alternatively, I may have to persuade or influence the individual to take actions that may benefit them or others but may not align with their preferences or values. Sometimes, I lack the resources or support to use both approaches effectively. For example, I may need more time, money, staff, equipment, or training to implement both methods comprehensively and consistently. I need to do some actions or improvements in my practice to overcome these challenges or limitations. For example, I need to keep myself updated with the latest policies, procedures, and practices regarding outcomes-based and person-centered practices in health and social care. This can help me ensure my practice meets current standards and regulations. I need to seek feedback from others about my practice in using both approaches together. This can help me identify my strengths and weaknesses and learn from my mistakes or successes. I need to access training or development opportunities to enhance my skills or knowledge in using both approaches. This can help me improve my confidence or competence in my practice. 1.4 Discuss how active participation contributes to well-being and positive individual outcomes. Active participation in life contributes to well-being and positive outcomes for individuals. Active participation can be broadly defined as taking an active part in one's surroundings, activities, or tasks. The concept has been developed over the years, and various theorists have offered various explanations of its benefits. Some researchers believe active participation increases satisfaction and happiness by enhancing self-efficacy and self-esteem. People who are actively engaged feel more control over their lives and feel better about themselves. Rigour et al. 2017. In addition, they tend to have balanced lives with meaningful contributions to society and relationships within their family and community. Other researchers highlight the importance of active participation in developing well-rounded individuals. Participation allows people to learn from mistakes, set goals, develop skills, build relationships, and gain new knowledge. It encourages creativity and innovation by challenging people to think creatively. It also builds resilience through difficult experiences. Finally, it helps people develop a sense of purpose in life.
Scan the QR code displayed to access and download the free assignments. For Unit 8, DILMAC 5A, Outcomes-Based Person-Centered Practice in Adult Care. We have carefully gone through L5 assignment details and assure you that all the requirements will be met, and the assignment will help you get good marks and high grade. Following our 6 exclusive features: 1. 3,000+ words. 2. Plagiarism-free work. 3. High-quality assignment. 4. Reference list. 5. PhD experts and writers. 6. Free bibliography. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with all our latest videos. Join our vibrant community of learners as we explore practical tips, strategies, and insights to boost your academic success. Together, we can achieve your goals and take your education to the next level.